I guess I'll pack up too. You guys, I take it that valiant steed out back is yours? Jump cut to 𝒂𝒑𝒊𝒗𝒊𝒕𝒊𝒆𝒔, who's just kind of rolling around in some moss.
Oh.
Well, I'll pack my things. We'll roll out of here in a few minutes. All right. All right.
Alright.
He goes back to his stuff.
And they can ride in the cart. I'll keep up the pace alongside.
Yeah.
There's enough room for all of you.
I don't want to get 𝒂𝒊𝒗𝒊𝒕𝒊𝒆𝒔 worn out.
Fair enough.
Well, we'll get down the hill with everything empty, and then we'll load up, and then I'll walk him.
Okay, whatever works. Whatever. I know. I just don't want our sweet friend
Yeah.
have a hard time.
Excellent.
Right
Let's
on.
get lost in the forest.
As you guys load up on the cart, Chisa comes with kind of a knapsack full of what few belongings she has. Pretty hefty bag for a girl her age, but you get a peek inside her her big backpack. You get a peek inside, and you can see various like tools and implements, so that she can maybe repair some stuff on the road or invent some things on the road. Then Guru emerges out from behind a wall and has this massive, enormous white pack that he's just kind of dragging. Hey, you there, Kenso! Be useful and help me get my things into the cart!
I have to test this man. Something suspicious going on here. But yeah, I help him.
Careful now! You hear clanking. Like
He's got it in here.
It feels fragile. Don't worry about it. It's fragile though. Be careful. Load it in the back here. Easy. Yep. Like I said, I've got business to conduct.
Duru, you know we only have one horse, right?
He looks like a big horse. You said you'd walk, didn't you?
I did. I don't know if it's gonna be enough.
It's only to the village. Once we get there, I'll unload it and then lighten the load. All right, well, let's get to it.
What are you
Like,
playing
right-
the black market?
I said don't worry about it. God, kids these days so damn nosy.
Right as we're like all about to like get loaded up, and he's like about to get on the cart, because he's gonna have a stone, just like a little one.
Oh yeah.
And he chucks it at him.
He's loading up his stuff, checking everything. Chiyoko and Mochi, I'll get back to that, Kenso. Chiyoko and Mochi, what are you doing as you get ready? Anything in particular?
Where is he? I'm gonna try to like kind of just like feel his bag and see what's in there.
God dang! So you're like up there, like he slaps your hand. Stop looking at my stuff! Jeez! I plead the Fourth Amendment. Unlawful search and seizure. Where's your warrant?
Okay, last time I checked, this is our cart.
Well, last time I checked, it's my bag, bitch. All right, Jesus. Chiyoko, your friends
He's
are.
staying. He's not going. He's not coming with us.
Can't be trusted.
Chiyoko, your friends are a lot less polite than you are. Well, I'll tell you, kids these days, and that's when Kenso chucks his pebble. Kids these days just don't know where. And he catches it.
Ah! I knew it. I knew it. All right, we can go.
He looks back at you and whippersnapper. I'm retired. I want to put up with this. Uncorks his thing. Mochi, are you putting your foot down?
I'm irritated.
I throw the stone at you. The calm one.
Bonk.
Oh no.
Is Mochi feeling a bit angry?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love it.
I would say
That's awesome.
I'm raging a little bit.
That red aura peeping in a
A
little.
bit irate.
Right on.
You guys are okay. We're not as passive as Chiyoko. She's a little too nice.
Fair enough. All right. Well, my business is my own. I'm keeping my bag tight, keeping it sewed up.
In the meantime, I'm showing Chisa what I got in the barrel. I'm like, look, I thought of this from you. I got a pulley system. So then, I didn't think of that word out thing, but now we might be able to do the word out thing for Kenso. And I got this bag of little metal balls, and then if someone is chasing us, we can throw it on the ground or something. And I just start rambling like that.
She's like, oh boy, a block and tackle. Yes, this pulley system will be great. It can apply leverage and allow us to. And she, starts rambling on about the physics of it. And then, oh, is that a 10-foot pole?
Yes.
Not my favorite.
I love 10-foot poles.
My favorite length.
The 9-foot ones are just so out of season.
They just don't.
Really?
They just don't quite do it.
It's a little too cumbersome.
Oh boy.
Like, 10's a sweet spot.
All right. So you guys are on the road again. You guys set up from Guru's house, heading through Sussland on the map. You do actually pass by the area that Guru described. I have to move your sus. I'm gonna delete this little blue dot. You guys pass through that area. You guys are heading westward. You do pass the tree, or the area. Again, Guru says, I can't tell you which one exactly, but if you guys want, you can roll any kind of checks that you want. Investigation, perhaps, or perception, if you so desire, just to rule out anything. But at a precursory glance, there does not seem to be anything unusual about this area, aside from the fact that it's near a teleportation circle. You guys keep on the trail. Matter of fact, about by the time you pass that area, it is nightfall. So you guys are 1 hex west of Guru's house when you guys decide to set up camp.
Can I
Set
roll
up.
something?
Oh yeah, please, go ahead.
I don't know what you would have me roll for it, but
Tell me what you're doing exactly.
I want to engage in some form of meditation to try to see if like any kind of like mystical or nature-y energies are different here, since I seem to have a connection to some things that might be related to her.
That's a great idea. We usually use an insight check for things like that, so go ahead and roll insight
Okay.
for
Vibe check.
yeah, exactly, vibe check, spiritual sensing.
11.
11. You can spend hero points if you
Oh
want.
yeah, I do have one, don't I?
It's up to you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use it. So it's a D6.
Yep, just go ahead and click it, and it'll roll it for you, and it'll subtract it for you as well, actually. There you go.
Oh, for yeah.
Sweet.
Okay. Not much, but
With a 13... I will say that no, in this area, you don't detect any kind of abnormal level of mystical energy. Because you are in such a dense forest, there is a richer amount of mystical energy flowing through this area. But that seems pretty par for the course for this kind of environment. I would not say that you're detecting like a hot spot, you know, in this exact
Right.
neck of the woods, and you don't necessarily feel anything radiating off of Chisa either.
right.
All right. Any other checks you guys want to roll? Investigation, perception, arcana.
Wait, I want to do one. Maybe like perception. I just want to ask Guru.
Okay.
What? But like in a maybe innocent way.
Sure.
What made you want to live all alone in the middle of nowhere?
Oh, that's perfect. I'll say that you're just asking this kind of as you're on the road.
Okay.
You know, small talk. And he kind of just answers like, he says, that's a great question. I think the answer is that I'm looking for the answer.
The answer to what?
To your question that you asked me. I was trying to be all philosophical. Dang it, didn't come out right. Wait, let me try that another way. Maybe, he says, maybe I'm out here all on my lonesome because I'm looking for something that I couldn't find around people in the towns and the villages. I still don't quite know what it is I'm looking for. But I like it out here. That's about all I have to say about that.
That's fair.
You guys start setting up camp at the end of this leg of the journey. And camp music. Not Baldur's Gate 3 camp music, sorry. But a pretty good runner-up. I'll find ye old campfire ambience. Well, you guys take a look at your downtime activities handouts, if you so desire. There are some things that can only be done in camp due to needing more space and such. So, take a minute to look over that. If there's any there that you want to partake in, then you may. Of course, if there's anything else you can think of that's not on that list, feel free to let me know.
I already know what I'm gonna do.
Yes, sir. Go for it then. Lay it on me if you've already got it.
We get the camp set up.
Mm-hmm.
I let Sashi run around a little bit more freedom. Rodriguez is out hunting, I'm sure. And Kenso does his, nightly exercises, a little bit of practice. Then he sits down. He's like, all right. And he gets the book. He just puts that down. Kneels down on the ground. He has Inzen. He gets the tag.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, all right. Let's see what this is about. And he does some of the mending on Inzen for a little bit. I imagine that doesn't take too long.
No. And I want to give you a quick retcon about the spell tag. I had previously described it as her tearing it out of her book page. I misspoke, actually. She pulled that out of her pack, and it's actually a very ornate piece of intact paper that is like embossed and, has a nice trim and everything. So it's very, very well crafted. And yeah, it is a mending spell that you place on Inzen. You cast it. His cracks kind of regress a little bit. The ones that she gave him earlier today, they heal. And when you apply that magic to him, he kind of, you hear his voice echo in your head, and he kind of like, oh, that's nice. Okay, I take back everything I said about that Ane chick. She's alright. You can sense a great relief coming off of Inzen. And then the tag kind of, its magic dulls. But this is a mending tag that can be used once a day. And ordinarily, the mending spell cannot be used on magical objects, only non-magical. But this one is special. You can mend magical objects with this tag.
Excellent.
Pretty cool. So, you resolve that.
get him some relief, and then I get this big book out, and I'm like, all right, okay, here we go. All right, book. Then he just kind of like walks around it for a little bit. It's like, book. Yep. This is the one. Then he picks it up. And he does some squats. Then he takes the book and he's like he's gonna open it. And he puts it back down on the ground and he squats in front of it and he's just looking at it. And he just does that for like 30 minutes.
Just poking it with a stick. All right. While Kenso's doing that, who would like to go next?
I'll go.
All right. What is Mochi up to as the camera pans from Kenso over his tent, over Chiyoko's tent, over to Mochi setting up her tent? What are you up to right now?
I will say that out of context, Mochi did hear Iz and go, "Oh yeah, that feels nice." Woohoo.
Oh no!
It was a little concerned about what was going on at Kenso's tent. But
Oh no!
I was showing him my sword.
But anyway, I want to get into my little magic kit. My baby's first experiment science kit.
All right. So you've got a few magical materials. Again, baby's first magic experiment kit. It's like those learning company science kits that your parents bought you. My parents bought me because I was homeschooled, so we had a lot of those. This would allow you to, if you roll well enough, perform just the most boo-boo basic rituals to create like a puff of smoke or a flash of light or a scent, just some kind of sensory effect. So why don't you, in your best words, kind of describe to me how you're going about casting this ritual, and then we'll roll an Arcana check to see what happens.
So basically, this is like maybe more like wizard magic versus sorcerer.
Yeah. For sure. Your sorceress magic comes from within, and you do need to know how to cast it, but you feel the magic juice coming in from deep within your soul, whereas wizard magic, yeah, this is study. This is knowledge. This is like science almost. So it's kind of a new field for you.
So it's like I have to like read out a spell essentially.
Yeah, normally
or do like a physical component.
You would have to, you'd have to lay out physical materials. Usually, you would draw a magic circle or light some special incense, or arrange objects in a certain way, and then you may speak some incantations, perform certain hand gestures. Have you ever seen Full Metal Alchemist or no?
No, but I understand what alchemy kind of looks like.
Sure, yeah, exactly. You can imagine like the diagrams and everything, yeah. That's what you're dealing with for sure.
Okay, so this is baby's first, so very clumsily, like, say it's like, put it in the shape of a pentagram. It's like a shape of like a smiley face.
Yeah.
It's like lorem ipsum, like saying it right. Very, very clumsy. Very baby's first.
I love it.
Do I have to roll a check or just?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an Arcana check. But I will also say, awesome. So you rolled a 12. So you're starting to grasp a couple of the very basic concepts here. But you're not quite able to make the thing happen. But I'm going to say that Chisa actually, you catch her like pretending not to look, but doing a very bad job of it. She's like like
She comes
walks
into
past
your
you.
tent and is like, oh, oops.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. She's just trying to look without being conspicuous, but you can tell she's interested.
Chisa?
Yes.
Do you want to come try this?
Okay. What are you trying to do exactly?
I'm just trying to conjure up a spell. So I'm a sorcerer, so all my magic comes from my heart and my brilliant head, but I'm not really used to wizardry, where it's more... Well, I never learned all this stuff. So I'm kind of trying to get a deeper understanding of magic, basically. So basically, you just follow these instructions, and you can cast a basic spell.
I see. She looks over the scroll that you're kind of reading this from, and then she looks at your circle, looks back at the scroll. She tilts her head, and she just starts going, Telerial, Melerian, Malastriel, Meliobras. Shouldn't this one be over here? And she starts just correcting your circle.
Oh, yeah, I guess so?
She looks at the page, and she's like, yeah, you see? Aranindel Aradlan, this corresponds with this one, I think. Go ahead and roll one more Arcana check. She's giving you the help. Roll one more for me. She's giving you the help action, essentially, so she's giving you advantage. So you can roll one more Arcana check to see, with her help, if you're able to make this work.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh, with a
better.
17, Mochi, you successfully cast the ritual. Tell me what happens. What pops out of your magic circle? Just a very minor sensory effect.
It is some dust and sparkles, but in the shape of goop fur.
Nice. This shape of a blue caterpillar appears. She doesn't know what is that. It's just a blue, thing. But you see Goopter, and it's beautiful. And then it fades, and she doesn't know what it was, but she claps her hands. She's like, "Yay! We did magic! Yay!" And she loves it.
Oh,
I'll give you points of inspiration for that.
yippee!
Kenso, let me read what you said in chat. For about 30 minutes, finally does open the book to its first page, likely just showing the contents of the book. He then spends about 20 minutes staring at this page. Brilliant. Mochi, since you're finished up with that, you kind of do a few camp chores. You go eat some of the food, and you see Kenso just really eyeballing that book intensely. We're gonna whisk over to Chiyoko real quick. As you
So not know how to read.
over to Chiyoko. Chiyoko, what are you up to right now?
We did one per night, right?
Yep.
So Chiyoko paces back and forth in front of Mochi's tent, and then abandons it while after Chisa enters, and then once Mochi comes out and starts working on setup, she comes up to Mochi and says, Hey Mochi.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to ask for some advice for a friend.
This is gonna be
Okay.
good.
So I have this friend who has this guy friend who wants some distance from them, and she doesn't know what to do about it. What would you do in that situation?
Sorry, I got a little distracted thinking. So you have two friends. It's me and Kenso. So, who are you talking about?
Never mind. You're right. I don't have other friends.
She's crying.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to try to trick you.
no.
I'm sorry.
I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. I just want to know who you were talking about. Is it about Kenso?
No,
Oh,
it's about
man.
me. I didn't want
Is
to
this
say.
about Yori?
Yeah.
It was kind of obvious. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, but I'm
Oh,
embarrassed.
It's okay. You don't have to be embarrassed. There's nothing embarrassing about it.
Except when there is. I don't know, he feels bad about stuff about himself, and I want to help make him feel better, but he needs time to himself, and I'm worried about messing it up. I don't know what I think I'm gonna mess up anyway. I don't.
He's saying that he wants time to himself?
Yeah, like he needs to process personal stuff.
Give him a little time. We're out on an adventure. He's got plenty of time to think about it. There's nothing you can really do about it now. This is the perfect time for him to process, and it's probably nothing personal. We all have to... I know, we all have stuff we have to sort out on our own.
Yeah. I just wanted to bring him with us and be there for him.
To bring him with us on this trip?
Yeah.
And he didn't want to come?
No, it was kind of stupid for me to suggest because he was already saying that he needed his own time, but I also feel like in a way he might like need some support because I feel like most of what he does is just go out on the boat and feel sad.
So maybe he's isolating himself a bit too much.
Maybe.
I'm processing. It's not good to isolate yourself too much, which it sounds like that he's doing. I wonder if maybe next time we could all get him to come out with us.
That'd be pretty cool. But I also
Like
don't want to pressure him either, so it's complicated.
Sometimes people need a little pressuring to get out of their comfort zone.
Yeah, maybe.
You might be the push that he needs.
I can literally push him if I wanted to.
We'll see if that is a last resort.
Yeah, that might make him mad.
I think that he holds you in very high regard, and takes what you say very personally and deeply. And I think that you have very high influence over him, even if you don't feel like it. And I think you could push him out of his comfort zone.
So you think I should just keep doing what I'm doing and just let him be for now, and then just say whatever comes to me next time I see him?
That's what I think. I mean, right now there's nothing you can do. You can send him a pigeon. There's not really anything you can do right now.
Send for him.
Pew pew, no!
So he'll have a little time to mull things over, but he can't keep to himself forever. It's not healthy.
Yeah, and I guess there's only so much that you can help.
Yeah. You can't really force him to do anything, so don't feel bad if you can't.
Right.
I guess change him.
Yeah, I guess I'll just have to wait and see. Well, thank you, Mochi.
I tried.
Sorry for being
guys-
weird.
No. Not weird. I just didn't know if it was about me.
No, it's not you.
In a group of 3 friends, you're trying to like tiptoe. Like, I have this friend. Narrow it down. So it's me or yeah. It's good.
So good.
I love it. You guys wrap up your little conversation, have a little, little hug it out a little bit, and you guys get ready to go turn in. You both turn. You look toward Kenso. And now Kenso and Chisa both are just kneeling in front of this book, staring at it with great scrutiny. And Chisa is also like...
I thought Kenso just couldn't read.
What?
Let me see. Mochi pushes herself. And
You walk over, Chisa said, wait! The book's gonna do something.
What? The book's gonna do something.
She looks at you. Isn't it? Isn't that why you've been staring at it?
Do books do stuff?
You've short-circuited the child.
Oh no.
All this time, she just joined in because she thought you were waiting for something.
oh, so Kenso really is just an idiot.
What do you mean?
Sorry.
I have to read this book. Ane gave it to me so I could take care of Inzen.
Have
It's
you
still the
read
first page.
Have you read anything yet?
Yeah, that one's an E. That one's an N. That's a K. That's an S, and that's an O.
Kenzo, maybe we can practice reading together.
It took me a second.
Kenso dyslexic?
No.
Wait, what did he spell?
He spelled his name. That's all he knows how to spell.
He only knows
That's
the letters
awesome.
to his name.
That's awesome. I guess if we're being like technical, he's like, that one's cat and that one's nso,
Yeah.
characters or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, Kenzo, I want to practice reading and writing since I can see it a little bit now. Maybe we should do it together.
But I can read. I just read it to you.
But
I don't know what all the rest of it is, so.
Well, I feel like it's not gonna help you if you don't know the rest of it.
I'm working on it, okay? It's a big book. The bigger it is, the harder it is to read, right?
Yeah, is that how it goes? How fast would you read this, Mochi, huh? I don't see you reading big books like this one.
I like the way you went. I like the way you went, big books. Oh boy. Mochi, how do you respond?
Yeah, but at least I can read. Can I read a little sample passage for demonstration?
Sure. Yeah. The first page basically is like handwritten, presumably from Ane or from whoever she got it from. Just being like, herein lies the findings of blacksmith so-and-so on the workings of metal, It's just like the beginning of an encyclopedia. And so, yeah, you are able to... How good at reading is Mochi, really? I mean, she has a pretty decent intelligence. Is she... I asked that question so, like, so mean-spiritedly. How good is she, really?
I would say she can read, but in character is not highly intelligent.
Sure. I'll say that Mochi, I mean, your intelligence score is 16?
She's in the green reading group.
I would say that you
not
you
quite blue.
Yeah.
Not the worst reading group.
Yeah.
She's in the middle reading group.
You have good recall. You're able to retain information quite well, but reading is still something that you haven't done very much of, you know. So it's a bit of a challenge, but you're definitely able to get the words out there compared to, you know, some people. Yeah, you're able to digest this quite handily.
Yep, I love big books.
All right, well, now you've read your first one. Take that. Can you read that first part again for me, please?
And the one after. And the one after. Can you read
A little
the next
slower.
one? Well, Chiyoko said she wanted to learn how to read too. And Chisa, meanwhile, she flips the page. She's like already, she's like, can I see? And she's just like, yeah, she's just scanning pages.
She said, do you know how to teach how to read?
She says, I don't know. I've never tried teaching.
All right, how about this? We'll trade, right? I'll teach you how to use some kind of weapon, your choice, and you teach me how to read all the rest of this.
Oh, wow. A weapon? Really? And then Guru, not on my watch.
Go back to bed.
Okay. I'm trying to be responsible here.
I mean, we are taking her out with us to places unknown. Maybe she should know how to use a weapon.
You make a great point, but hey, I do pretty good for myself. I'm a way of a drunken fist.
Defending yourself only goes so far to defending someone else.
You should be a guru. Oh, it's
Maybe
pretty
someday.
Combat guru.
Oh, yeah, wow. You can tell he's had a bit to drink so far. Yeah, okay. Just be very careful. No sharp edges. How about that? She's Chiyoko. I like that stick you got, that staff there. Maybe something like that. Huh?
Dude, do you know how to teach her how to use this?
I mean,
Well, I'm asking Kenso that, sorry.
Oh, okay. Fuck me.
Because he's the one who's offering. To teach her something.
I know
what you do, Duru.
I've tried to teach her a thing or two about but maybe from you guys, because you're cool new friends. Anyway, I'll let you get to it. Bye.
Chiyoko, do you have a regular staff and a magical staff? Yes.
I do.
Do
So
you use the regular staff?
I almost never use my staff. I pretty much always punch.
Can I have it?
Did you say I have a magical and a non-magical staff?
To make a very long story short, I split one of your items into two because it worked better with Roll20. So yes, you do have an old mundane staff and you have a +1 staff.
Oh,
which you should use because it's +1.
Okay, then great. Yeah, sure, you can have this one.
All right, I throw it up in there and just. Then it's a bookend.
Nice.
So it's literally exactly the same.
I'll allow it.
Shaped like a sword.
Yep. Oh wow! Chisa picks up this wooden sword that you basically carved out for her, and she just starts swinging. Yeah.
I like the spirit, but first, what letter is that?
Oh, that's a. And it begins. Yep. And Chiyoko, do you tune in as well?
Yeah, I just follow along. I trust myself to be able to pick up on it based on just listening.
Yeah. Your senses are not finely tuned enough for you to read letters on a page, but through Mochi's help, through, whatever, you can learn the strokes, and kind of draw the letters in the dirt, nice and big so you can feel them along with the lessons. And I'll say that you all can follow along.
That's what I bought chalk for.
That's what you brought chalk for. All right. So it goes on, and that we'll wrap that up and then get to our cliffhanger real quick.
I have real
Yes, sir?
quick right before
Yeah.
we like all retire to our beds.
Sure.
Kenso will go up to Chiyoko. Be like, Chiyoko.
Yes,
So, and you can like feel he's got like the sadness, not the bad sad, but like he's like a little sad. And he's like, sorry about our breakup. I didn't know it hit you that hard.
yeah. Don't worry. I think this is just the first time I've had to deal with something like that hit me that hard, you know. But I appreciate it.
I don't know if it's the same, but felt something similar during the battle for now Yamamoto City when I thought that you had left us. And I promised myself that wouldn't happen again. And it did. So he, if you let him, gives you a hug.
Yeah, I accept, and I say that makes sense. I'm sorry again for leaving you guys hating like that, and I'm glad we were able to come back together.
Same. But I'm gonna learn how to write first. Good night.
Me too. Night.
Awesome. You guys all tuck yourselves in for a nice good night's sleep, long rest, all that good stuff. The next day dawns. Your tag of enhanced mending recharges, Kenso. You guys get your meditations, all your preparations made. Head back out. Several hours journey. We'll fast forward to the village so that we can leave off on a fun note here. You guys enter Akiha village, which is default Japanese village. It's actually fairly large, this one. About as developed as, say, Onkoku Village, Kenso. Pretty decent farmland. You can tell that this place is probably a trading hub for other nearby villages and such. As you roll in, Guru... hold on, let me find my place in the notes. Guru says, well, we shouldn't dilly-dally too much. Perhaps you three should ask around the village. I know there's a quaint little hostel not far down the road. You could ask around there. The marketplace is up that away toward the north end of town. Might be a good place to meet back up when we're done. Also, good place to ask around. And also, there's some farmers out in the fields which you passed and they waved at you as you entered. They've probably seen a thing or two, so, is there anything worth seeing or worth hearing? I bet there's someone to talk to. In the meantime, I've got an errand to run. And he starts dragging his giant sack. And then out from like a nearby house, like some people are like, oh, hey, the guru's in town. Yeah, and they come help him. So whatever he's doing, people know. And what's that?
This might be a weird question, but with my sensing abilities, can I see into his sack? Because I can see over past barriers.
I will say that you can see like the materials that are inside, but you don't know the specifics. It's a bunch of glass containers.
Huh.
Filled with something. And he drags that away and leaves you guys to split up and go search for clues around the village. So, and Chisa, he's like, Chisa, stay with them, be safe. And she's gonna tag along with kind of each of you, depending on where you all go. And we'll close here in just a second, but before we do, let me set the stage. You guys enter on your cart, have your chat with Guru, he goes off. You guys either you hitch 𝒂𝒒 up, or whoever goes to the inn maybe will take him and hitch him there or whatever. But either way, you guys kind of roll into the village. Unseen by the party, 3 figures are sitting down on the ground near a tree, kind of off a little ways off the main road, but within line of sight. You don't really notice them. They're kind of unassuming. One is lying down, snoring. Second is a woman filing her nails. And the third is a man wearing a mask that covers most of his face. His perceptive eyes scan the area, see you 3. He watches intently and then nudges the one who's asleep. What? Who? What happened? The man gets up. He's got a pompadour, kind of roughed up, kind of a bigger guy. What is it, fool? Can't you see I'm meditating? The masked individual pulls out a sheet of paper, nudges the guy, and then gestures toward you 3. The guy looks at the paper, looks at you 3 as you walk into the village, and he smirks. He says, guys, looks like today's our lucky day. That's them, all right. Now listen up, fools. Here's what we're gonna do. To be continued next time on Yakushima.
Nice.
Oh boy.
Who am I? I'm gonna be big. All right. That's all for the session. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Remember what I messaged you.
Oh, remember what you messaged me, of course, guys. I'd like to stay with me for just 1 second longer. So sorry. I hope you aren't going too late here.
Nope, all's good here.
Good. Oh, frick. All right, you know what? I'll just put it up on the Discord. Turn your attention to our Discord chat. Where I say here. I may have mentioned to you that some people really like your characters and really wanted to do some fan art.
Oh, yes!
So I present you guys with the first ever Yakushima fan art. First completed piece, that is to say, from Discord Server of Legends user Isa, who whipped up this little number right here. Sorry, it's taking me a while to navigate. Here it is. Check it out. I think it's pretty good, don't you?
Oh, snap.
Oh, yeah, wow!
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That is a lot better than I thought.
Okay.
Not that I thought it was gonna be bad, but like that is very detailed.
That's
Whoa.
cool.
Right?
All right. This is
I like-
alternate universe us.
Yeah. Well, I say this all the time. One of the coolest things about seeing artists at work is seeing like difference in styles and stuff. We're used to RJ's version of you guys. This is like, Isa's art is crazy. They've been doing a lot on the Discord. They have a very like good, like realistic, like, yeah. It's so, you're right. It's like in an alternate universe when they're in a much more mature anime, you know. Perhaps. I love it.
Yeah, I feel like it still definitely catches everyone's vibe.
Oh, for sure. I love the did you see Chiyoko's Spidey sense?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
I didn't notice
That's
that
cool,
at first.
right? Yeah, and then Mochi has wisps going around her, and then Kenso's got his shadow stuff.
Nice.
Super cool. So shout out to Isa. Thanks a lot for the fan art.
Heck yeah.
You know what this is? It's
What's up?
RJ is season 1 on WB Kids, and this is when it gets to season 2 for Toonami.
This is the Toonami art. I love it. I love it. Oh gosh. Or maybe this will be a like post time skit
Maybe.
or future campaign or something. Who knows? Anyway, so that's the last thing. Kirsten reminded me to show that to you guys.
Yes, cool.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Thanks a lot for playing. Thanks for being cool.
Oh, thank you.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you.
you.